Man, guys, we got the ASUS PG34WCDM. Why couldn't ASUS come up with an easier name instead of the PG34WCDM? Nobody knows what that exactly is. Why couldn't they call it the OLED 34-40? And the reason why I gave those numbers, because it is a 34-inch ultrawide for all you ultrawide fans out there, such as myself, and it is 240 hertz. Without further ado, let's see what ASUS offers, because they usually offer some great details when it comes to their packaging and their gaming monitors. Gotta be real careful to cut this because you don't want to cut anything else that is inside of here. And they came up with a really creative display or packaging. So all the contents that are included inside, naturally you're gonna have the power supply for the monitor. You're gonna need that. It also comes with the monitor stand right here. It's all foamed up, but soon we're gonna unpack it together and see what it looks like. It comes with this really cool ASUS pouch, and it looks like it's all the cables inside. Now inside of this pouch, they include a USB-C cable. It also comes with display port cable, and it comes with a HDMI cable as well. I believe it comes with a USB-A to USB-B wire as well with this pouch. It comes with a quick start guide right here. And of course it has the ROG stickers inside of this Ziploc bag. This is a projection cover, I believe, from ASUS. Right there. They also come with a projection film. You can actually change up the look if you want to. A wall mount stand if you plan to put it up onto a base. So you just hook it up onto the back of here, and you can hook it up to the monitor. The monitor base where you can slide the ultrawide up and down. ASUS comes with the most premium details when it comes to their monitors. We're gonna pop this out real quick and get to the actual monitor. So they give you this quick start guide on how to open up this box. As it comes packed just not like this, they just ask you to pop it out open so you can have room. So it's gonna ask you to open this up. Since we got that open up, now we could lay down the actual base of the monitor inside. Nice satisfying click. Ooh, they make it easy. Then on the bottom of it, it just has this simple mount, which is nice and magnetic. Now let's pull this bad boy out of the box. Wonderful 800R curve right there. You can even see my face down here. Let's bring this down some. You have a nice 800R curve, amazingly thin. This is probably one of the thinnest monitors that I've seen. The material feels very nice, very high quality material, and the design is just magnificent. As HDMI 2.1, DisplayPort 1.4, USB-C display, has 2 USB-A ports, and it also has a USB port. It even has an optical port and features a Kensington lock. It is a magnificent and beautiful design, and it is just quite stunning. As you see on the back side, very easy to navigate controls compared to most monitors, where they're very thin, circular, and kind of a pain to aim for the exact selection that you would like. So let's power this up. Here it finally is. We have the ASUS ROG OLED 240 hertz display, less of 0.03 millisecond. Just look how beautiful the colors are as it makes the images pop. It almost looks like the car is out of the monitor, and so is V. Just an impressive look already. The contrast is 1.5 million to 1, as RGBs are 135%. It also has a 99% DCI P3, has a new third generation OLED, 30% brighter, 1500 nits, and it also has improved HDR visuals. It has this beautiful projection of the ASUS logo on the bottom of the monitor, and it just gives you a ton of options when you do have this. First thing I gotta show you, which is super impressive, is just how well the visuals are. There are some things that I would love to mention. Now, when it comes to the actual display, that has a low flicker technology in there, so you don't get that weird flickering when you do use this daily. It has low blue light, so that way it doesn't affect your eyes as much when you're using it for long periods of the day, whether gaming or for productivity use. Now let's go into the gaming side, because I want to show the impressive display of how well this monitor is designed. You can see how deep the blacks are and not any type of weird type of backlight which makes that ugly white glare. This monitor does not have it. It's that impressive. So even games such as Power World, they look quite amazing. I actually left the screen film on the monitor. Even though the screen film is still on there, just look how beautiful the sun actually looks in it. Look how beautiful the sky looks. It almost looks like real life. Even the PALs look amazing. Heavily impressed so far with this monitor, and especially how thin it is. It doesn't really produce as much heat as I originally thought it would, because OLED does that. It produces a ton of heat. There was a reason why I had to pick this out, especially after CES 2024, just because of how amazing it is. So we're just gonna jump into Cyberpunk real quick. You are just gonna be impressed by just how gorgeous this just looks. So first thing I do have to mention about ASUS's OLED monitor here. Now everybody's afraid of burn-in, naturally, because gaming wise, this is a very common issue, especially for the past few years. But ASUS did something amazing, which was they built a custom heatsink for this monitor, so when you are gaming, it prevents burn-in. ASUS is so confident about their OLED product that they practically said that they will back their monitor for up to 3 years for any type of OLED burn-in. It does have improved visuals with HDR 400, dynamic shadow boost, game visuals, and Game Plus, which will enhance accuracies when you are using something like sniper mode. They even have timers and FPS counters when you need it the most. You could just see how well the ray tracing works as it's reflecting off of this truck or van or whatever it is, and how beautiful Cyberpunk actually looks. And on top of it, it's a 240 Hz display. How can you really beat it? So let's get into the productivity side. If you're a productivity user, this is something that you are familiar already with. When you use something like Adobe Photoshop, Premiere, you want to get the most accurate colors as possible. OLED kind of gets a mixed review from everybody out there because they all have their own type of opinion on it. But I can tell you that most people are going over to OLED, not just because of monitors or TVs, but mainly because of phone devices. Most phone devices use OLED, and to get the most accurate and truest colors, it's best to use a OLED monitor, in my personal opinion. The color band is quite amazing throughout, so when you are using it for any type of photo editing or video editing, heatsink that it does have built in, it does help prevent burn-in. And again, ASUS has a 3-year warranty on this product. For you guys who love Adobe Creative Cloud, this monitor comes with it for 3 months free. This is probably one of the clearest monitors that I've ever seen. This is something that I've highly recommend if you are a programmer, because it's so easy on the eyes, where it doesn't cause a lot of eye strain staring down on the monitor. Now, especially for you productivity users out there, take a look at this. Now, there's a reason why I had the ASUS ROG Ally here. So now you just have to let this sync, and you can actually use 2 PCs onto one monitor. So I have the ASUS ROG Ally hooked up to this monitor, as well as my regular standard desktop PC. Best part is once you have the monitor sync both of your devices, you'll be able to use the same mouse and keyboard on both devices, which makes it nice and easy. If you want to transfer any type of files, you easily can. You can even game if you really wanted to, but remember, if you do go into KVM mode, you are limited down to 60 Hertz. And also your variable refresh rate is off as well. So if that doesn't really matter to you, you could use one device as Discord, for example, and game on the other. But for productivity users, this is best when you're transferring photos, files, videos, anything that you think of. It makes the process a whole lot simpler instead of plugging one USB to the other. And what you would do is you could plug in a USB on the top of the device and it will just transfer it over. Even for entertainment use, brightness of the display really is spread out evenly. So when you are watching videos or you're watching movies, it delivers some great high contrast images. The blacks are beautiful, rich colors, the smooth motion. It just gives you everything that you want inside of a monitor. The menu is easy enough to navigate with the menu buttons on the back, and how easy it is to control everything that you want to, from the variable refresh rates to Game Plus, where it has the counters, crosshairs for snipers. It even has a night vision. It has stopwatch, game visuals, where you can even switch up the sceneries of each game, or you want to give a different look when you're gaming. And the shadow boost does help tremendously if you are playing games such as first-person shooters. You could set a uniform brightness if you so choose to, but everything is just set really wonderfully. The color space, and most importantly, this is what is important when it comes to the monitor here. Besides the lighting effects, you could sync it with Aura Sync if you want to, or Aura RGB, and you could set the different cycles on the back of the monitor. When you go to screen protection, this is what really helps your OLED monitor to prevent any type of real damage to it. As pixel cleaning reminders. This monitor also automatically dims the screen if it's not in use for about a couple of minutes. And also it recalibrates the screen when the monitor has been active for several hours, and the process will automatically clean the pixels off the monitor so it doesn't cause any dead pixels. Screen move, where the pixel locations are slightly shifted periodically to help prevent the burn-in on the monitor. The only negative that some people find in this monitor so far has been the HDR, but personally to me, it's been really impressive. Of course, to get perfect HDR, you need to have a 4K resolution or higher. But if you're happy with just ultra wides, this monitor might be the right fit for you, especially for its price point at $1,299.99 USD with Adobe Creative Cloud for 3 months. Whether you're a gamer or you love to use monitors for productivity use, this monitor might just be for you. If you are an ultra wide fan just as much as I am, you might be feeling that you're missing out on 4K displays. But when you take a look at how gorgeous this OLED ultrawide is, it just makes you feel like you are not missing a thing. If you want to get this monitor, make sure you check it out down in the description box down below, as I have it listed right down there. If you know anybody else who is into PC and tech, make sure you share this video with them. If you're not part of the big wonderful fan band, make sure you go down and hit the subscribe button for more, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. And for all the newest updates, make sure you follow my X channel right here, as it is the same as my TikTok and IG as well. Fan band guys, what do you think of ASUS's new OLED monitor? Thanks so much for watching. This is Chris Mizo signing out.